Didn't take long, did it? So I'm going to show you something, and it's very disturbing because you have a man who hasn't not even been laid to rest for even 2 weeks yet, and already people are not only marketing off the death of George Floyd, and although some people's intentions may be well and good, this one right here, I don't believe it really was a good intention. I believe it was another form of disrespect, but they tried to put it in a t-shirt. And so Amazon has removed this t-shirt showing George Floyd's death. So the shirt is real graphic and it's real disturbing. So it says, "I Can't Breathe, BLM." The price was $14.99. And so it was listed on Amazon. So the t-shirt featured the photo of the former Minneapolis police officer, Derek Chauvin, kneeling on the neck of George Floyd. And so you not only see the t-shirts, but you can also see other items that are listed with pictures showing the death of George Floyd. And it's very disrespectful. So Amazon has removed with is a children's shirt. Now look, they have a child smiling with the shirt on. And it's a white child at that, smiling with the shirt on, showing the officer kneeling on the neck of George Floyd. And so, great disrespect here. And so this is what I was telling you, that you still have people out there who are not for change. They don't want to see justice. And they're not going to do the right thing. And so you have to know that those people are out there and they exist. And so this is yet but another form of that. And so the garment available on US Amazon store for $14.99, 11.70, I guess, euros, was listed by a third-party reseller. So in a statement to the BBC, Amazon said that the account was being investigated as well. So the online retailer guideline prohibit productions or products, that is, that depicts crime scene photos. And so this is really, really disrespectful. We already know what this scene looks like. It has aired multiple times on social media and it was very traumatizing, very graphic, and very disturbing. Yet they posted on a t-shirt with a white child smiling as if it is a joke. Think about that. So the item that you see here is saying right here, it says the statement that read that they're investigating this retailer, and so the online retailer guideline prohibit products that depict the crime scene photos, and the item was on sale alongside other clothing promoted by the same vendor that was targeted at supporters of Black Lives Matter movement. So it was flagged by BBC by an Amazon employee who questioned how tasteful such an item of clothing was. While the original listing is now offline, other examples of t-shirts and baseball caps feature the same photo above the slogan against violent law enforcement. But they show that crime. They show that horrible moment. They show the traumatizing of this man. And so it's extremely disrespectful. So I'm adding that in there myself because I want you to see the ugliness that is already being produced from all of this and who is coming out of the woodworks. They're using even children and posting their faces. They didn't post the whole face, but to do something like this is awful. Extremely awful and distasteful. And so It goes on to say, while the original listing is now offline, you see that there are other examples. So if you go onto these websites, you'll see baseball caps, other t-shirts, maybe even masks that picture the same photo. They are, however, marked as being out of stock because people have bought these and they think that this is funny. They mock the death of George Floyd even by doing this. So, in statements to the BBC, Amazon said all sellers must follow the selling guidelines, and those who do not will be subject to action, including potential removal of their account. And so the product in question is no longer available. The death of George Floyd, an African American killed in police custody in Minneapolis last month, has sparked major protests around the world. And so four officers, police officers involved, have been sacked and charged over his death. Now, they show other content that has to do or is related to this issue, but I want you to take a good look at this. They use the children, the young people, are very impressionable, very influenced by these issues. They're watching this and they're being taught that this is okay, that they don't see anything wrong with it, that they see that people that look like George or that look like they're African American or that are marginalized groups, it's okay to use this type of enforcement because as if they had deserved it. And so this is the kind of teaching that is happening as we speak right now. And so they grow up to believe that this is normal, this is acceptable, and it's much like how it happened in the past. And so that is what you get in the schools, that's what you get in the colleges, in the workplace. That's who becomes your boss, your manager, your CEO. And that's the reason why this is prevalent and this is a huge problem in America. And that's what we are battling with. The war is on and is still going, but the battle is never over because it starts right now. It starts early. And I wanted you to see that who they're using to wear a shirt like that, even if they Photoshop it. They want to send a message to people that we're teaching our kids that this is acceptable. And so while they're making it seem as though they're promoting an effort to change things, they're not by showing a crime scene on a t-shirt and smiling while wearing it. This is awful. So having said that, I'm going to let this video go. So I thought that you should understand that we have a serious issue that has gone on for far too long, and now it is even being promoted in social media sites like this where you can shop and buy paraphernalia. And so it's just a huge punch in the gut to see this happen. And so I myself personally went on Amazon and I saw there were masks, there were baseball caps with these pictures of George Floyd being killed. And you see they probably photoshopped it or they paste and cut or cut and paste, put the photos on there, but to do something like this will show you how people are very far removed from the issue because it's not happening to them or people that they know or they feel that they are different, they're superior, or they are human and the people who are being killed are not. And so I just want you to see that. But anyway, I'm going to let this video go. This is a huge problem. And if you look at your PayPal sites and all these sites like eBay and Amazon, they have all these shirts and all these things. Not all of them have been taken down. And so I'm sure probably now that this is running, maybe not. They said that they're out of stock, so that means some people have bought these things and they're running around with it, and they may be your counter protesters. So don't be surprised if you don't see people wearing this to be disrespectful, not in honor at all of what happened. And I don't see this being honorable at all. Replaying and re-showing the scene that is so traumatizing to so many African Americans is a show totally of disrespect. So having said that, I'm going to let this video go. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for listening to Internet 70.